I'm Shafiq Qureshi. In the reading module, Ielts reading module, one very important question is matching paragraphs, headings. This is one of the questions which is extremely important, and in the Ielts reading module, you have to deal with three different passages. You understand that we have to combine the paragraphs to make a passage. In one passage, there could be different paragraphs or any number of paragraphs, and definitely in any passage. We start from the introductory paragraph. In the introductory paragraph, which is the first paragraph, we have to introduce the topic of the entire passage. And then all rest of the paragraphs are exactly pertaining to the introductory part, in which different informations are given about the paragraph, or the paragraph is discussed in detail, in which some informations are given or different points are being discussed which are centering around the introduction. This question, at least among the three paragraphs, two paragraphs would be definitely having this question. In this question, you know that there are different paragraphs which are given the name like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. For example, there are 8 paragraphs in the passage. So all the 8 paragraphs have been given the name that is A, B, C, D, etc. And in the question, you are given different headings. If there are 8 paragraphs in the passage, the headings could be 10 or 11 in numbers, and they would be haphazardly arranged. It means in this question, you can't find the order. Maybe the heading which is heading number one, maybe this is the heading of the last paragraph or second last paragraph, or in somewhere in the middle, or in the introduction, or somewhere, anywhere it could have. So there is no sequence at all. You can't find, it doesn't mean you can't find the answer to the first question in the beginning. It could be anywhere in the entire passage. The thing is that there is no sequence at all in doing this, in answering this question. So you just bear in mind. So the most of the fundamental rules which you can follow is that first, before you start answering this question, you first skim through the entire passage, starting from the beginning. You skim through the first paragraph and see that what this paragraph or which topic or heading this entire passage is about. This is given in the introductory part, and you write down the heading of this paragraph in some piece of paper. Then move on to the next paragraph, and again skim through this paragraph, and you understand that in one paragraph there is always one point which is discussed. In one paragraph there can't be more than points. One point is introduced, then some information is given about this point, and may be supported by some examples. You skim through the second paragraph and find out what the topic or what is the point of this paragraph. You again write it down and do the similar process with all the paragraphs, and you understand if there is introduction, then all other paragraphs are the part of the main body except the last paragraph, which is called the conclusion, in which suggestions are given. So, or conclusion is given. So, you you have found out the points through the process of skimming and scanning, and you wrote the topics or the points of each paragraph on the piece of papers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what you do? You take the first the first point of the first paragraph, and try to match it with the headings, heading number 1, heading number 2, and definitely you see that these are the modules, or these are the tasks of paraphrasing maybe the points which you have written, or the point which you have written. Maybe the words are different, but the words which are given in the headings, they are different, but could be the same. You see that which heading your heading or your point matches. For example, you just try to relate it with the first heading, then second and third, and maybe you say that the third paragraph exactly, or the fourth paragraph exactly matches the point which you have written on the piece of paper. And you can write down 3 or 4 in front of the first paragraph. And same process you have to repeat with the rest of the paragraphs. This is the easiest way, and moreover, this exercise would help you in answering all other questions, be they gap filling, sentence completion, summary completion, answer short questions, yes, no, not given answers, true, false, not given answers, okay, matching tasks. So you can easily answer all the questions if you pass through this process. Skim through each paragraph and write down on the piece of paper what each paragraph is about. What is its point? Write it down, and then matches one by one. Then come to the second paragraph, and the point which you have written, you just try to match it with the rest of the paragraphs and see which paragraph the point which you have written matches with which heading. And this is how you can do this task, and this is the easiest way to do the task, which is called matching paragraphs headings.